Alright, gamblers. NRL round 25. Almost there, boys. We're almost at the end of the season. We have a mega, triple, blockbuster, whatever you want to call it, round coming up. But before we get into that, let's recap round 24 real quick. Let's just go through them as quickly as we can. Eagles versus Panthers. Panthers were the tip. Pretty simple. Cashed. Well, no bet. First bet was, of course, Titans versus the Sharks. We had Titans as our dog. We got that one wrong. It's always rough losing your first bet of the week like that, and you start getting that sinking feeling like maybe you're going to just wipe out and lose every bet of the week. It's a horrible feeling. Wasn't a good night. Broncos were the tip. That one cashed for us on the Friday night there. Next up, we had the Rabbits. Rabbits were the tip. We got that one correct. We did have the Dragons to keep it within 20 points though, and they did, and that cashed. So that felt real good to hit that one. Next up we had the Warriors. They were the tip. They were part of the parlay. That hit. Just one more big thank you there for the Tigers for giving us to that as our home game. It started raining on us too. You know, the heart started picking up when it started to rain, but close game. Luckily the Warriors got that one across the line for us. Roosters were the tip. They were part of the parlay there with the Warriors. Cashed that one. Storm were the tip. They were great value. Ticked all the boxes. They absolutely slaughtered the Raiders. My goodness. Next up, Newcastle were the tip. We got that one through. I think they ended up blitzing the Bulldogs too, didn't they? As far as the girls, my heart was with the Dragons. Raiders were the tip. We got it done. 1 point in there. Good on you, Raiders. This was the only other game we got wrong, was the Tigers. We tipped the Tigers as our dog of the week. They weren't able to do it. They almost did it. Cowboys stole the game right there at the end with the last minute try. Broncos were the tip. They got it done. Big Mealy got the try for us. Just ticks all over the place. Roosters were the pick. They were the tip. They got it done. They even hit the 13 plus for us. Woo! And then our Knights were the tick for the last game. That was just a 50-50 game. Okay, they could have gone either way. We just went with the Knights. I don't even know why. And but they got it done. We got lucky on that one. Just a stab in the dark pick there. Paid off for us. So in summary, dog failed. Where are we? Over here. Dog failed. Warriors, Roosters, both cashed. The value bet was the Dragons to keep it under 20. That cashed. The Storm and the Knights, the Sunday parlay, that cashed. Add the two parlays together for the Saturday-Sunday parlay, cashed. So last week we went 5 out of 6. This week we went 4 out of 4 for the bets anyway. For the parlay. 7 out of 8 on the tips. Something we don't really care about, but we'll point it out. The only one we got wrong was the dog of the week. Same here with the girls. The only thing we got wrong was the dog of the week. Tigers they almost did it. But they didn't. So it counts for nothing. Broncos. Mealy got her try at $1.90. I can't believe she was paying $1.90. I almost went to the bank, pulled out my friggin' thing, and to put 10 units on her. That's how confident I was going into that game. It would have been the biggest bet of my life to put 10 units on her for that try. And obviously now I wish I'd done it. When the game started and there was no Gail Broughton on the team, I got a little shaky. I got a little worried because it was Gail said she was the set player, and she put Mealy in a lot of the set plays and set her up for like 3 out of 4 of those tries last week. So, and we got to half time, no try, but luckily she went Super Saiyan for us there in the second half and just blitzed them, got that try. Roosters also won, so that parlay cash too. Just a superb week. So, while we're riding high, we got that almost a perfect week of bets out. Speaking of perfect weeks, let's cover this real quick. UFC, $10 a month. I've been so wrapped up in the NRL, haven't been doing any research or paying attention to the UFC. I just simply go onto their page, I follow the safety parlay, I follow Angelo's bets, and he ranks his bets with low, medium, or high confidence. I just simply go down to the high confidence bets, copy those, copy the safety parlay, and if I feel like it, I will copy Jacob's lock of the week. And this week, it all hit. The safety parlay hit. It had a 2-leg and it had a 3-leg. They both hit. Both of Angelo's high value or high confidence picks, they both hit. And lock of the week hit. So we actually went 5 out of 5 on the UFC as well. We want Pigs Premium, $10 a month. It already paid. It is paid for like, oh man, that's like what, 4 or 5 months worth of premium, just off that one week. Anyway, NRL round 25. Let's get into it. What I was trying to get at was, it goes up and down. Okay, guys, it goes up and down. Don't follow me too blindly. Okay, I mean, go for it if you want. But we've been having some really good weeks, so we're going to crash at some point. The more you bet, the more you lose. The house always wins in the end. Let's get into this one. First up, we have the Cowboys versus the Sharks. Let's change our pen. See where right. We're over here in the top 8. It's a battle between these teams and, maybe the Roosters and these teams. So Sharks versus Cowboys is sort of an elimination match here for the Cowboys. If the Cowboys win, right, because we've got the Knights and the Rabbits play each other over here. So one of these teams is going to move up, and one of these teams is not going to get any points. So if the Cowboys win, the Cowboys are guaranteed coming to the top 8. This is a top 8 title fight for the Cowboys. And with that being said, you got to back the Cowboys. I think the Sharks played on Saturday night, and now they're playing on Thursday night, so a little bit of a short turnaround there for them. Not much, right? Not really worth mentioning, but we'll just mention it because the Cowboys are coming off the bye as well. So, and it's a home game for the Cowboys. Everything's stacking up in the Cowboys' favour here. So, good value there too at $1.55. Season on the line. All that being said, the Sharks have been playing really well. So we'll just have to wait and see what the repercussions are of the game. You know, obviously I watched all the games on the weekends, having a few drinks, you know, having a good time, enjoyed all the games. I haven't gone back and watched the replays yet. I haven't really, the suspensions and the high tackles and all that haven't really been analysed yet. So we haven't done all the homework on the games yet. Sharks are still really dangerous. They are paying $2.40 though, so there must be something in there. And it's looking good for the Cowboys. Cowboys are looking like a good pick here. Yeah, but we'll probably put no bet on that one. But everything is stacking in the Cowboys' favour. Anyway, let's move on. Warriors versus Eagles. You might think Warriors, easy pick here. No. I think this is going to be a landmine. This is going to be a trap. It's a trap. It's a bomb. Can we get like a little explosion? I'm not going to bet on this game. There's been some very dodgy things happening in the NRL, especially over late. I feel like they've been trying to keep the top 8 close on purpose, even throwing some games. And I just feel, well, my spidey senses are tingling on this one. Okay, even though it's at home, it's against the Eagles. I'm staying away from it just because, that's all I can say. Because of Voodoo Hoodoo. Okay, because of Voodoo Hoodoo, I'm advising you to avoid this game. Do we place a bet? We might even place a bet on the Eagles here. Maybe. Alright, next up we've got the Eels versus the Roosters in a steel cage elimination match. Alright, that's what we've got going on here. And it should be a doozy. Right, here they are here, both right here, both chasing that for a chance at the top 8. The winner will not move into the top 8, I don't believe. Well, certainly not I know the Roosters have a bad for and against. I'm not too sure about the Eels. So they would need the Cowboys to lose and the Rabbits to lose. Either or. I mean, to come into the top 8 if they win, if they have a better points difference. That being said, it's not really the winner doesn't make the top 8, but the loser is eliminated from the top 8 race. Loser eliminated. Winner still has to win next week. With that being said, I don't know if they'll rip the Eels off like that. Eels are a good team, but I feel like if the Roosters win and the Rabbits, I think if the Rabbits lose and the Roosters win, then they have this massive rivalry. Rabbits versus Roosters top 8 elimination match next week, and I know that's what the NRL would want. I just don't know if they're gonna voodoo hoodoo it to get it. But that being said, Cowboys Eagles, Roosters are my tips. We're gonna tip them just because of the voodoo hoodoo going on. I feel I don't know. I don't know if they'll. Who do the Cowboys play next week? I should have looked into that. But Eagles might have to be my tip here. Roosters will definitely be my tip here. Cowboys, Dolphins. I feel the fandoms here are going to be really excited about this game. Both teams need a win. Like, both teams are ready for a win. They're both, and the Tigers would be the tip. They looked really good last week there against the Warriors. But I don't, it's just going to be it's just good to see these two teams play each other and know that one of their fandoms is going to get a win. And it's going to be heartbreaking for whatever team loses, because it's a very winnable game for both teams, and so the fans are going to be up for this one, and it's just sad that someone's going to get their heart broken. Good luck to both teams. That makes no sense. Titans against the Panthers. Obviously, Panthers would be the tip. That is running too hot. I feel like it would be good for the game if the Titans... I've been saying this for weeks now. It would be good for the game just to see the Panthers lose again to make the top 8 more exciting, because at the moment it just looks like the Panthers are unbeatable and that is too dominant at the moment. However, I don't think the Titans can get it done. And with the Panthers, the Broncos have the bye, so if the Panthers lose, the Broncos will pass them. So the Panthers actually have something to play for, so they're going to be even more motivated this week. It's a bad time to be a Titans. Next up, we have the Storm here against the Dragons. Now, the poor Dragons have been getting the wrong rub of the voodoo hoodoo all season, really. Oh, we did that wrong. I did it wrong. We're supposed to go like that. So we do have the... Oh, what have I done? Alright, we do have the Storm down here. 13 plus at $1.70, and that is our value bet for the week. It's one of the few things I'm actually sure on, because I'm just trying to predict the voodoo hoodoo here. There's a lot of it going on, and we're going to use it to our advantage, and we're going to bet on it. And I feel the Storm win, Dragons 13 plus. Next up, this is going to be a good game. Knights versus Rabbits. This is almost an elimination match again. Very big implications on this match. We are going to be picking Newcastle because they are paying the $2, so they will be our dog of the week. I might change it. I might change that to Eagles. Maybe we'll make Eagles dog of the week. Because 205 only just qualifies them for dog of the week, and I know these odds will probably balance out a bit here. Who knows? Newcastle have just been looking really good lately. And Rabbits, not so much. Right? Rabbits have been looking pretty average. The Knights have been looking golden. They're the golden Knights at the moment. So we're going to back the Knights, whether they were underdogs or not. They are underdogs, so we have to jump on that. Newcastle for dog of the week. And then last up we had the Raiders versus the Bulldogs. I got no interest in this game. I don't. Raiders looked absolutely horrible last week against the Storm. The Bulldogs are not the Storm. Their season's well over. I just don't. And it's the last game, so I'm going to be all NRL out by the time we get to that game anyway. So whatever happens, happens. Do we have to? Do we have to tip somebody here? If we have to tip someone up, we'll tip the Raiders. No. You know what? We're gonna go. Because I don't even care about tips. Like, I don't care. So we're actually gonna tip the Dogs here. Just because you never know, right? You never know. And there's so much going on at the Raiders. Was Croker just announced... I hope I got the right person. Oh, I was a little drunk. But the dude, the Raiders dude, I believe it was Croker, announced he's going to retire at the end of the year. Ricky Stewart just looks like a mess. But I think he always looks that way. You got to remember, this is my first season back in like 10 years. We didn't watch any NRL for like 10 years. It's our first season back. We came back. We'd been gambling on the UFC quite a while, and I thought, we need a second sport to start gambling on. And I came back to this, which seems to be the hardest sport in the world to bet on. So we like making life difficult for ourselves. So with that being said, we're going to take the dogs here for an upset. Dogs and Eagles as an upset. Maybe even put them in a parlay as our fairy dust upset parlay. Dogs and the Eagles. Yeah, why not? Let's write that in. Don't follow that bet, guys. But I mean, why not? They're both paying excellent money. The chances of either one of these teams winning is astronomical. The chances of both of them winning are probably not going to happen. So don't follow that parlay. Extremely low confidence on that one, but I'm going to do it. Just my spider senses are tingling. Roosters Knights. I think Roosters Knights. Yeah, no, let's change it. Let's not be stupid. I'm going to place that bet though, but I think Roosters Knights would be a more realistic parlay. Let's keep it in the realms of reality, eh? But we'll definitely do Eagles Bulldogs too. Let's write that in. These aren't like again. This is just looking early on, just having a look at the games. We haven't done our research yet, but we'll put that down as our fairy tale parlay. And just what a big week we've got coming up. I can't wait for this week. These cage match eliminations. Oh man, it's going to be excellent. Those are my picks. Come back on Thursday. We'll re-go over them and see if we've changed our mind about anything. Once the injuries and the jiu-jitsu reports come in. As for the girls, we've got a really hard week this week for the girls as well. We have decided. I think our best bet will be the Roosters. No odds on these games yet. Titans are a dangerous opponent. They're a good team. Newcastle kind of exposed them last week. That experience can beat them. The Roosters have the experience as well, and they've been looking good. So I feel the Roosters will be paying decent money. And whether or not they're the underdogs or not, I don't know. But Titans are dangerous, so the Roosters should be a good value bet. And that's why we're going to go for the Roosters this week. Dogs will be the Eels, just because I know they will be the underdogs here against the Raiders. They haven't won a game all season. And surely they're not going to get a big fat 0 all season, right? Surely they're going to win a game somewhere along the line. There's no easy games for them. They are the easy game. So there's no easy games for them. So sooner or later, they just have to eat some sensu beans and get out there and smash somebody. And I think enough is enough. And I think they come out and they've been improving. They have been improving. They've been getting better all season. They're starting to gel together as a team. And I just think it's time. I think it's time for them to come out and smash somebody. We do have a heart parlay, just because, our sweethearts. We've got the Cowboys here and the Dragons. Our white blonde girl. We'll put them together in a parlay. I just don't really know what else to do. This is going to be a heavyweight clash here against the Broncos and the Knights. With Gail Broaden still got a question mark whether she's going to be there or not. Stay away from that one. I probably will tip the Knights here, but no bet on that game. And this one we're just doing for the fun of it. It's not a serious bet, guys. We'll probably put like half a unit on it or something. Roosters, Eels will be my main bets for the girls. The boys, the Dogs, we'll probably put half a unit here on the Dogs. Maybe we might go a full unit. We'll definitely do a full unit here on the value bet. And the parlays are half a unit. I probably should have been more clear about that earlier. Anyway, I hope everyone's looking forward to the big weekend. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this is early. So if it comes out tomorrow or later on today that blah blah's injured and blah blah and this and that, don't come back at me and be like, hey man, you're nuts, you're crazy. I didn't know that at the time, okay? I haven't looked at it yet. This is just my wake up, analyze the weekend, look ahead, make some picks. That's what we did. We will be placing this bet, and we will be placing this bet as early as possible. We'll probably place both of these parlays as well, just to lock in these odds. Although I feel the Eagles might go up in value, the Dogs might go up in value, so who knows. But 320, we can't argue with those odds. That's it. That's me. Sorry for rambling so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the subscriptions. 2 weeks to go, boys, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for the full breakdown. Peace. Good luck.